Hello and welcome to another episode of One Lap. Today we are putting around the updated for 2020 Chevrolet Bolt EV. So for 2020, the Chevrolet Bolt EV got 6 kilowatt hours more of battery pack capacity, and on the window sticker it says the motor can only do 150 kilowatt output, but in reality it actually does 160 peak, so I've seen. And so let's see how this thing does around the track. It has a sport mode, you can turn traction control off, and stability control. However, with every GM product, when stability control triggers, it turns itself back on. I don't even know why they let you turn it off in the first place. But this is a pretty fun, practical, long-range hatchback. If you're interested to see some of my other videos, click this link over here on the left where I've gone on a range test and have done some full reviews of this car.
All right, we're at the starting line in the Bolt EV with the new battery and all the good stuff. So let's get the car set up. I would like to make a note that I have the car completely fully charged. I left it here last night to full charge. EVs always make a little bit more power when they're full. I did one lap just to pull it off top charge a little bit so we get some regen here to help us out. But I'm going to select sport mode. The Bolt does have a sport mode, and it does make quite a big difference to the pedal. I'm going to turn traction and stability control off completely. So I hold this button down for, I don't know, X number of seconds. And yep, there we go. So stability off and traction control off. Now the Bolt has two driving modes, Drive and L. There is no difference to the modes in terms of power output. This car will do 160 kilowatt output, although on the sticker I think it says 150, but it consistently shows 160 kilowatt peak on the screen here. And all L does is it makes it one pedal driving. There's also a steering wheel paddle here that increases the regen, although because we're fully charged, we don't get full regen anyway, so I won't really use that paddle. We have climate control off. And I think we're ready to do our lap. So to launch the Bolt, all you do is you take your foot off the brake and floor it. We should see if it'll let us, yes, it will let us brake boost it a little bit. So I'll go like half power down with my foot on the brake. As soon as I lift off on the brake, I'll floor it. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Doesn't spin the tires off the line. It feeds in the power really nicely. 160 kilowatt peak on the power, and we are sustaining that. Power down hard. Wow, a ton of torque off the line. Brakes, there's no feel in the brake pedal. Let's see how we can take these corners. Wow, the Bolt handles really nicely. I mean, what's interesting is for being sort of an everyday commuting vehicle, it handles so dynamically. It's not very understeery. It certainly is better than the Kona electric that I also have this week, and it's really kind of actually fun. I see why people buy the Bolt and autocross them, because it's really good. Look at this incredible lateral grip. Let's come on down through the S's, toss it in. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. We don't have much regen here, and it also cuts all regen when you have a ton of cornering grip as well, which is kind of interesting. Let's see, we're doing about 63 miles an hour around the big loop. We got it up to. These tires are not bad. They're definitely screechy, but for being eco-friendly tires, they're holding on tight. Oh, spun the tire coming out of that corner a little bit, using every inch of available track space, and we're full power down to the floor. It's spinning tires. It does have a lot of torque. And hit the curbing there, pretty nice. Hard on the brakes. Oh, stability control turned itself back on. All GM cars do that. It's kind of weird. And we're hard brakes. Braking power is nice. Again, not much brake feel. I'm definitely impressed with how this car drives. It's one of the most fun ones. It just spins the front tires with all that torque. and we're flat out down. Now I think the top speed of this car is 95, 96 miles per hour. We'll find out on the straight. It's already limiting at 90, and boom, cross the line. It says speed limited to 92. Yeah, so 92 miles an hour is all she'll do. So it could use a little bit higher top speed. The Kona does 106. But wow, the Bolt. This is the thing, a lot of people overlook this car, including me, admittedly, but it's really fun. Like, this is a great car. A lot of EVs are kind of boring out here. This is dynamic. You feel the chassis move. Suspension setup's really good. The best way I can describe it, it's like kind of like a Golf GTI. Look, I'll toss it through this tight section, back the other way. I mean, stability control is on, but it's fun. Gotta say, fan of this car when it comes to dynamic driving. For a front-wheel drive car, it is definitely a hot hatch.
Let's take a look back at the lap and reveal the lap time. You can see the Bolt launches pretty smoothly with a really strong power fade in to eliminate front wheel spin. The car handles pretty well, very predictably, but it does have a brake pedal with zero feel whatsoever. Now, before we reveal the lap time, keep in mind we have a link below in the description with all of the vehicles we've tested here on the channel. The Bolt did a 2-minute, 1-second lap, making it 1.25 seconds slower than its nearest competitor, the Kona EV. Of course, all of these vehicles are not push 10/10ths, and we want to give them back to their owners in one piece. Thanks so much for watching One Lap, and we'll see you on the next episode.